I got involved with Teach for America when it first came here and was given the opportunity to invest in something that was going to change the face of public education.
I honestly don't remember Baltimore being a choice when I was preferencing sites, and as someone who is from the Midwest and my family's in Texas, it was not even on my radar as like a city.
I did not know anything about Baltimore other than Johns Hopkins.
Fairly typically, I thought I'd go home after a few years. And 13 years later, I'm still here.
I'm still here because, man, I have a house here. I got to pay taxes. I owe the government. I'm here because I love Baltimore.
I think Baltimore does this to so many people that come here, is that it just captures you. You know, there's something special about our city, and people see the potential for growth, and there's so much excitement, and you know, we're really at this point in time where the city is ready to just, you know, explode.
There's been a significant change in the city school system, especially since Dr. Alonso has come into city schools.
I guess like one win that I see so far in Baltimore is like the renovation of our teacher contracts.
I think that Baltimore is really moving forward and pretty fast at getting rid of really big schools where kids are numbers and anonymous and they don't have people who advocate for them.
City leaders have become really invested in making our city a place where people want to come and live.
In Baltimore, there are people in all different types of work working to make the city better, whether it's, you know, the public health department, the libraries, transportation, like anybody you meet, I feel like is really invested in the city.
There's a great mighty wind that's blowing through the city. People are looking at what Baltimore is doing.
We now have a core that is over 10 times the size, and we are raising over $6 million from a broad base of supporters who I think are all in agreement that this is the change that we need in public education.
I am currently the Maryland State Senator for the 46th Legislative District.
I am currently an instructional support teacher at New Era Academy on the South Side.
And I am currently the Academic Director for Child First and Build, and I serve as co-chair of the Baltimore Education Coalition.
I am a teacher at the Baltimore Lab School.
I left City College in 2000 and founded my own company, the Urban Leadership Institute.
I'm currently a program director in Baltimore.
And I currently work at Enterprise Community Partners.
I currently work at Johns Hopkins University with the partnership between Teach for America and Johns Hopkins.
I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade humanities at Midtown Academy, and I'm a teacher leader for the Baltimore City School District.
And I currently teach 11th grade biology in Baltimore.
I teach at a charter school here in the city, in the same neighborhood where I was placed.
We as educators have been able to really change this city.
We are bringing young, dynamic leadership into the city of Baltimore.
So something that I'm really excited about is a program I've started with a few other core members and our program director. It's called MERIT. It stands for the Medical Education Resources Initiative for Teens.
We need to make Baltimore a place where schools are for everyone. The growing piece of that will be being on the school board and having that sort of local concentrated neighborhood change and best practices that we've learned in that work translated on a citywide level.
The work I do at Hopkins allows me to have contact with almost everybody that comes through in one way or another.
And this boy, who I had as a 6th and 7th grader, is now 21 years old, and he's working for Parks and People, and he was in special ed at Booker T, and he was such a fragile, angry, troubled spirit, and he has this job where they love him and they want to promote him and they want to keep him on at a time when they're cutting things, and I had nothing to do with that in the last 7 years of his life. But the fact that somebody who has so many strikes against him has pulled it out and become a valuable working member of society just exemplifies what the stakes are.
So once we start getting students in Baltimore who expect to go to college and expect to graduate from college, then I think their reality changes. But I know that an individual school like ours can change our neighborhood. And I think if we can do that neighborhood by neighborhood, then things can get better.
2 weeks ago, one of my kids, she delivered a kid and she's graduated college and she's happy and she's a good mom and she's healthy and, it's, I don't know. It's nice to walk around a corner and know that you might run into one of your kids and see them and hear their successes.
I think it's a really human scaled place, and that anybody with vision and energy and shoe leather can make a huge difference.
Wow, when you ask a teacher one story, I mean, that's like asking a preacher to talk for about 5 minutes.